Well, here we go then. The Europa Conference League champions start their Europa League campaign for the 2023-24 season today. And now, as we guide you through the Europa League group stage draw that is taking place today in Monaco, and West Ham are in pot one. If any of you know what that means, it basically means that we're in the top pot. So we're going to get a team from pot two, a team from pot three, and a team from pot four. And it's going to be an incredibly drawn out, tiresome process from UEFA. But we're here and I'm going to bring some energy to it. I hope you are all well. It's an exciting day for the Hammers with this, the Europa League draw that is taking place now. Of course, it's deadline day as well, and we take on Luton at 8 o'clock tonight at Kenilworth Road. So yeah, an exciting day. You're going to get really sick of me throughout the day. I'm here for this now, and I'll be joining you at 3 o'clock for a transfer show with Phil, and then the build-up show for the Luton game. A minimum of 3 videos today. Aren't you lucky? I've got a little bit of a different setup going on, so I've got my phone coming into you here so I can look at comments and everything else that I need to on here as well. So I hope everybody is well who is watching. Let's see who we do have in the chat. Come on in, let's see who we are drawn with. It's exciting. There's a few nerves, I can't lie. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited to see who we're going to get. You know, this is what it's all about, the excitement of it. Let's see. Terry, I hope you are well, mate. Grave as well. Come on, lads. We are going to Dublin. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Miss Hammerett. Hi, Jake. Who are we fancying? Yeah, who are we fancying? Crafty Dave, thank you very much indeed for joining us as well. P. Ged says, if you watch the Champions League draw, the guy mixing the balls never took his hand off one ball. Kind of suspicious. Let's hope we get a good draw and we can put that to the side. Let's hope. Lawrence, thanks for joining us. Nice kit. I have one of those myself. Of course, I've got the Drab Bone one up here. The man that catapulted us. That's the word I wanted. Yeah, catapulted us back up into the Europa League with that guy in Prague, of course, and yeah, the Wembley 1980 kit as well, which is very nice. So yeah, I'm pumped for this. Really excited to see who we can get. Who can we get? I hear you ask at the other end of this screen. 23 possible teams. Now we can't be put against an English side, so Liverpool are in our pot, so that's irrelevant. But if we get drawn against Brighton, that's void. We can't play a team of the same nation in the group stage of this competition. So Brighton, we can forget about them until at least the last 16 knockout stages. So that leaves us 23 teams. Now, this was confirmed last night with the remaining qualifier second legs that did take place. And the 23 teams that we can possibly face are going on the bottom of your screen now. So we've got Sporting Lisbon of Portugal. We've got Molde of Norway, Toulouse of France, Slavia Prague of the Czech Republic, Sheriff of Moldova, Athens, of course, of Greece, Rennes of France, Union SG from Belgium, TSC from Serbia, Olympiacos from Greece, Freiburg from Germany, Servette from Switzerland. That's just outside Geneva. That'll be a very nice location for us to get. Real Betis of Spain, which is in Seville. We've been there before, haven't we? Who else? We've got Sparta Prague from the Czech Republic. So we've got 2 possibilities for Prague again. Could you imagine that? Panathinaikos of Greece, Lask of Austria, Maccabi Haifa of Israel, Rakow Czechoslovakia of Poland, Marseille of France, Sturm Graz of Austria, Limassol of Cyprus, Kabak of Azerbaijan, and Häcken of Sweden. So those are the possible teams that we could be potted against in this group stages. The draw hasn't started, the coverage has started, as you can expect, and as we've got used to over the last 3 years with this competition. It's Alex Scott who's on presenting duties with somebody who I presume that's somebody from UEFA. They usually get a guest on and they have a chat for 10 minutes. So we're going to have a chat for 10 minutes because they will get going through a few of the highlights, of course. So yeah, we are, I think, we're the highest ranked side in UEFA coefficient rankings in this competition because we came up from the Europa Conference League glory in June. So yeah, we got put straight into pot one, the top of pot one. Now I add as well, above Liverpool, above Ajax, and a couple of other very well-respected European units and teams. So yeah, it's good, and hopefully we can A, get some good destinations, B, get quite a nice group that that's not going to push us too early in this competition. Stefan Mbia is the guest, I think, who they're bringing on to conduct the draw over in Monaco. I do like these draws because, you've got the Bogs. He's had 48 competition appearances in the Europa League. He's won it as well, I think. They're saying he's a two-time Europa League winner with Seville. Well, we knocked them out, didn't we? Still can't believe we did that. So yeah, Stefan Mbia is the host, special guest. I can't wait to see who's there because, of course, it's deadline day as well. Mark Noble was there last year to sort of smile to see who we got, but I would think he's at home sorting out transfers, fingers crossed. So it'll be interesting to see what West Ham United representatives are there in Monaco today. Of course, we play later as well. It's a manic day for the football club. Yeah, a logistical nightmare, I think I'd call it. But yeah, right, let's take some of your comments and see who you would like. So yeah, Terry, hope you're well. He says, afternoon, JC, awesome kit. Thank you very much. I wore the original back in the 80s until it literally fell apart. But yeah, this one is very, very good from the West Ham Club shop. Gravy27 says, be worried about that pot two, some tough teams, but nice away days. Betis, Marseille and Sporting will be tough. They will be, but that's also some more of the, some of the more appealing European destinations. What have we got there? Lisbon, Seville, Marseille, some lovely places, and some more obscure ones, which we're always going to get. Of course, we ended up in Romania last year, and we could end up in Azerbaijan this year, but let's hope not. Let's hope not. Let's have a look at it. Gravy says, I'd just be happy I don't have to fork out money for flights and hotels. It's getting expensive, and H came on the preview last night, and the people that have gone to all of them, it stacks up because we've all been thinking, it'll be over in 1 or 2 seasons maximum. We're now going into the 3rd season, and people start having to say, I can't go. But no, it's exciting. It's an incredible thing for this football club to having European football for 3 years consecutively, which for me is just, is incredible. If you'd have told us in 2019 when Moyes came back for his 2nd stint as club manager that we'd have 3 years successively in a European competition and win one. I think it's incredible. I think it's absolutely incredible what we've done in European competitions over the last 3 years. We've got our European coefficient ranking up above Arsenal. We're in the top 20 in Europe at the moment, according to the UEFA coefficient rankings. So, what's not to love? Back into the Europa League, where we made, so many memories in that initial season, and hopefully we can make many more and get deep into the knockout stages and get ourselves to Dublin. If we could get a couple more signings over the line today, who knows? We might be getting to Dublin. But yeah, it's exciting times. It is exciting times, that is for sure. Right then, let's take some of your comments. Jake has borrowed my shirt. No, this came yesterday. It's just fresh. It came yesterday. I was very excited when I saw it, a parcel with my name on it. Terry is on Sky Scanner. Terry's on Sky Scanner. As soon as this ends, I'm on Sky Scanner. Oh, John O'Shea's there. Why is he there? Man United on it. Anyway, he's the 2nd special guest, I presume. John O'Shea. If you remember him from his Manchester United days, just under 400 appearances for Manchester United. So he will accompany the former Sevilla player to conduct the draw along with Alex Scott, who's on presenting duties. Yeah, I'm going to be on Sky Scanner as soon as this is over, that's for sure. A group of awesomeness: West Ham, Rennes, Freiburg and Servette. Yeah, I did look. I was having a little bit of research earlier at Servette, and I see it's just outside Geneva. Flight from Bristol, that would be perfect. Imagine going to Switzerland, Geneva, the mountains, watching West Ham. That would be very, very good. Zane says, as a Liverpool fan, I want any pot 2 team to lose and Freiburg. I think there's some really nice destinations there and some teams. Listen, I don't think there's a team this year in this competition that you'd say are going to win it straight away. And I think that's the beauty of it because, yeah, Ajax are a good side, Liverpool are a good side. And you could say we've got to be up there as well as a good side. We've proved ourselves that we can do it in a European final. We've proved ourselves in, yes, a lesser competition, but we proved ourselves a couple of seasons ago in this competition that we can go into the semi-finals. So I think, other clubs will be looking, and I would presume, looking at it on paper, at our European record, I wouldn't want to come up against West Ham, and that's the beauty of it, and that's the incredible record and situation we find ourselves in as a European football club, and we're, dare I say, establishing ourselves in these competitions. And you never know, this might be our last year in Europe for 50 years. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. But that's why we've got to make the most of it as it comes. We finished 14th in the league last year, and we managed to get European football. We did beat the system, and really we shouldn't have been in it, but we got there because we won that competition, and they make the rules, and we're in it. And I think we've got a good chance of going a long way. And I mean, just imagine being in Dublin. I mean, so many fans would be able to get to Dublin, easy place to get to, and that's a huge incentive. These new players that have played European football before, the Alvarezes and the Kudus who've played Ajax before, they're also in the Europa League this year, but they played in the Champions League in recent seasons, and they've got that European hunger and fight to be at the highest level. And we've brought in a lot of those sort of players, and hopefully they can add and contribute to this team to get ourselves comfortably, hopefully through the group, and get us, deep into the competition once again. I take mid-table and a Europa League final without a doubt, absolutely without a doubt. I take 15th and winning the Europa League. That gets us into the Champions League for next year. Last year, I don't think our league form, that's just hypothetics about it. I don't think we'll be as bad as we were last year in the league. Don't get me wrong, because I think we already look a lot more established and a lot more clued up. Right, I think we're starting there. I'm gonna have to turn the telly out to see what the hell is going on. But they're doing the little music, which I very much like. So that is Giorgio Maraschetti, the UEFA Deputy General Secretary, who is also there to do the draw. They've got about 5 people to do this draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 people there. They only need 1 person as preventer and 2 people doing the things. It's all complicated in Europe. It's not, get the ball out and the number. There's all sorts that have got up in here. Stipulations. It's quite complicated. So if I look bemused, I am going to look bemused at some point as well. What the hell's going on? This is our 3rd year, but I still ain't got a clue. So they're just panning around the ground. I'm trying to see a West Ham representative. I can't see one. But yeah, they're just explaining what's going to happen. I've got a little explainer of what's going to happen though. So I'm going to scroll down on this and see what will happen. So there's 32 clubs in it. We've got a possible 23 that we can come up against in this competition. So we're in the seeded group. So who we could play against? All of these teams from pot 2. There's a little typo there. That should say pot 3 in the middle, not pot 2. Well done, West Ham. So pot 2, pot 3, pot 4. Those are the teams we could come up against, and I am pleasantly looking forward to this. Here we go then. Science. Is anything going to happen? Who knows? I've got some apprehensive nerves inside me once again. It's our 3rd year in this, but I'm still a little bit nervous about who we're going to get. It's exciting. Yes, it has taken the sting away from the old deadline day, but I don't care. This has been brilliant. It's been absolutely brilliant. Right, they're just doing a little explainer video with all the teams about what's going to happen. I've just done that for my viewers. But yeah, so Brighton are in pot 3. So if Brighton are pulled out, and they're in the same group as us, that is void. That can't happen because they can't have 2 nations in the same group stage group. So yeah, I said that earlier, but that's good that we can stay away from Brighton, even though we might want to play them every week after last Saturday, wouldn't we? So we could go into either group A, B, C, D, E, or F. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 8 groups that these 32 teams. 8 times 4, 32. Very good. I'm quite good at maths. And yeah. So let's just hope. I think all West Ham fans' wish list for this is hopefully some nice exotic destinations, a relatively easy group if that can be put together. If we can get a really cool place and an easy game, that would just be absolutely perfect. Cheap flights, cheap hotel, easy game, lovely weather. I think it'd be great. So, of course, in the last couple of years, there's been the added dimension of if we finish 3rd in the group, we go back down to the world famous Europa Conference League. But that also works the other way as well. So the 8 third place teams in the Champions League drop down into the Europa League, so we could have some big boys dropping down, which completely changed the complexion of the Europa League, because of the teams that are going to drop down from the Champions League, which is obviously a better competition. And Newcastle will do well to get that at this stage after seeing their group last night. I do feel for them a little bit. Their first time in the Champions League, is it ever? I'm not sure. And their group is what, PSG, Dortmund and Milan. The group of death Newcastle are in. So yeah, there are going to be some big boys that drop down. Whoever finishes third in that group, which is Group F, either Dortmund, Milan, Newcastle, or the other one, I can't remember, I said it a minute ago, but any of those 4 teams, they already go to the top quality-wise of the Europa League. So as I said, it completely changes. It completely changes, and that's why it's crucial that we either finish first or third for me. If we finish first, we go straight through to the last 16. If we finish second, we've got to go through the last 32 playoff round, which is where we play one of the teams that drop down from the Champions League. As far as I'm aware, if we lose that playoff game, that's us out of European football, which is a possibility because of the teams that do drop down from the Champions League. If we finish third, we go down to a nice stroll in the Europa Conference League. So some people may want us to either finish first or third, because we could end up with no European football past the last 32 if we get not a nice Champions League drop-down opponent. So yeah, that's basically what's going to happen over the next few months, and hopefully we don't have to worry about that, and we finish first in the group, we're straight through to the last 16, and we don't look back from that moment on. But that's just all of the possibilities that we've got standing in front of us. I've been 12 years since final in Dublin. That was Porto versus Braga. What an amazing few days that'll be. So pot one is West Ham, Liverpool, Roma, Ajax, Villarreal, Leverkusen, Atalanta and Rangers. So they are all teams that we cannot be drawn against. Those teams we cannot be drawn against. So that's a good start for me. Will we be singing "We Are Top of the League" tonight? Let's hope so. Let's hope we can push aside Luton, that's for sure. Azerbaijan is lovely, is it? It's a hard place to get to. Right, the first one's coming out. I believe this is pot 1. I've got no idea. They're like unscrewing the ball. Here we go. Make sure you get it right, special guest. So the first name out of pot 1 is West Ham United. Well, we're the first team out. There we go. We're the first team out. Let's turn it up. So we're in Group A. Mark Noble is there. There he is. Right. So I presume now that. So also in our group are. Oh no. Oh right. Okay, I get it. Right. My moment of amusement is over. So they do all the pot 1 groups first. So West Ham are in Group A, Ajax are in Group B. Okay, right, I've got it now. So they're going to go through and put a pot 1 side into all the groups first, then pot 2, then pot 3, then pot 4. I thought they were just going to go through Group A and I'd have this done in 10 minutes, but obviously not. Obviously not. Rangers are in Group C. I told you this is long-winded. We've got to wait now. I'm impatient. I want to know. We were the first team out. I want to know. So yeah, there was Mark Noble and then another representative from West Ham. I'm not sure who it was, but yeah, we are in Group A, top group. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything, but we are into the Group A, which is good. Also seen the link of that Scottish lad that we're going to sign by the looks of it. So that's interesting. We'll come on to that in the transfer deadline day show at 3 o'clock a little bit later. Ajax will clean up. I'm here all week. Oh dear. Rangers would have been fun. Yeah, well, they're in the same pot, so we can't now see them until like the last 16. Villarreal, I'll put into Group D. Oh no, Group F. Sorry, I'm a bit behind. Villarreal, very good established European team from Spain. It's another nice place to go, isn't it? Right, let's take some more of your comments. Right, that makes sense. So O'Shea is there, Jake, who's the finalist in Ireland. Right, I get it now. I understand. Bowen on fire today. Let's hope so. Let's hope for a good performance. Atalanta are put into the next group. That is all good. Good stuff. Right, everyone having a little chat to each other. And there's 2 pot 1 teams left to draw out. The next one is Roma. So it's Roma into the next group. Yeah, Rangers would have been fun. So hopefully we can get them a little bit further down the line. A little trip up to Scotland wouldn't be, wouldn't be at all bad, would it? It would save everyone a bit of money as well on flights. Next out, I think this is the final one. It must be Liverpool, isn't it? I don't think Liverpool have come out yet. Oh no, Bayer Leverkusen. I'm wrong, as always. So Bayer Leverkusen, they were semi-finalists. Isn't that the club that Tim Stein was at? Wasn't the team that absolutely battered us in the pre-season. Group H is Bayer Leverkusen's. So we've been assigned our group. Thank you, Alex Scott. What's going to happen now? Just get on with it, please. Right, here we go. So pot 2, Sporting Lisbon, Slavia Prague, Stade Rennais, Olympiacos, Real Betis, Lask, and I couldn't see the last 2, but I've got it on this sheet here. It was Lask and a couple of others. Marseille, Kabak. Cool. Here we go then. So I believe this is going to be our first opponent that will go to Group A alongside West Ham. John O'Shea's unscrewing it. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Olympiacos. We're off to Greece. So we're off to Greece. Get your flights booked to Greece. We are off to Olympiacos. They have joined West Ham United in Group A. Very good. Nice bit of sun. Olympiacos. Where's that to in Greece? Let's have a little look. So yeah, they'll go through the rest of them now. The rest of the groups and assign every single group a pot 2 team. Marseille are in Group B. Let's have a look. Olympiacos. I presume it'll be hot there, surely. Surely it'll be hot. Where are we going? Greece. Olympiacos FC. A bit of sun, anybody know? And is it in Athens? Don't know. The Olympiacos. Oh, that's a big stadium as well. It's quite a big stadium. Real Betis, so the next one's out. So the George Karayanskinis Football Stadium is the stadium. I tell you what, that is quite a big stadium. That's going to be a decent allocation. Look at this stadium. Mainland Greece. Right, I'm going to share that screen instead. And we can have a little look in the meantime whilst we're waiting at where we're going to be going. Here we go. Sporting are put into the next group. It's quite a decent stadium. That's got to be a decent allocation, you'd think. There we go. So Athens are in mainland Greece. I see. So, I mean, I've got no idea whether they're any good or not. So Pegaz says that's probably one of the toughest draws we could have got. Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But it's definitely not the worst. A nice little, European away day for sure. Will says, why is the final in Dublin? Our under 11 team will beat their national side. I don't know, like what the process is to assign. Liverpool are put with Austrian team Lask, of course they are. I don't know how they assign the cities, the European competitions. I don't know whether there's a voting system or what, but yeah, it does seem a little bit peculiar. Stade Rennais are put into the next group, Ren. I wonder whether the traffic Skyscanner England to Athens has gone up. Let's have a look. Trouble is we don't know dates, do we? Villarreal and Stade Rennais is the next one. Is the next one coming out? So there's 2 left from pot 2 before we get on to the pot 3. Slavia Prague of the Czech Republic. That would have been a good game, wouldn't it? Going back to Prague. They're put into the next group. Nice trip to Greece, beatable team and max session. There's going to be some heavy nights in Greece, I think. That is for sure. Just gonna gauge the fan base's opinion on that by having a little look on Twitter, seeing what people are saying. I'm quite happy with it. Quite happy. Expect the trip to Greece will be sensible, not. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah. So that is pot 2 done. Yeah, so Ajax and Marseille, that is a little bit of group of death, I think, in Group B. Pot 3 is next. So the possible teams are Molde of Norway, Brighton, we won't get them, Sheriff, Union SG, Freiburg, Sparta Prague, Macca, Haifa, and Sturm Graz. Watch us get the Israeli team here. I'm calling it now. We're going to get the Israeli team. Here we go. Who are West Ham going to be? Who are West Ham's third opponents? This is exciting, isn't it? So joining Olympiacos and West Ham United in Group A, Freiburg in Germany. That's all right. I don't mind that. In Germany. Freiburg. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, as long as we didn't get somewhere really peculiar, that's not too bad. Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. What are our thoughts on that then, Freiburg? Of Germany, I've got no idea how good they are. But yeah. That is the second team alongside West Ham. Brighton have been assigned to which group? Let's have a look. Group B. Oh, Ajax. Oh, they're in group of death. Brighton are in the group with Ajax and Marseille. Ooh, that might be a little bit difficult for them. Might be a little bit difficult for them, I think. But we'll see how they get on. We will see how they fare, Brighton there. That won't be a cakewalk either. It won't be. It won't be. I'm sure they're a good side. You know, all of these teams are in this competition for a reason. SC Freiburg, our next opponent. It could be worse, I think. It's on TNT Sport 1 if you want to watch, or you can stay here, and I will guide you through it. Union SG, that was an ideal place to go, I think. So yeah, we missed out on that one. Union SG of Belgium. That would have been a short, sharp trip. Liverpool are going there though. Group E: Liverpool, Lask of Austria, and Union SG of Belgium. Gravy says, Will, what does our terrible national team have to do with the final? I do think it's a bit of a peculiar place to have the final, to be honest, but there must be some sort of process with it. So the team from Israel have been put into Group F alongside Villarreal and Stade Rennais. So then let's have a look at our pot 4 teams. Who can we get from pot 4 then? Toulouse, Athens. We can't go back to Greece because Olympiacos are already there. So there's 2 Greek teams in pot 4. So we can't face any of them. So we'll scrap them. So we could be going to France, Serbia, Poland, Switzerland, Cyprus, or Sweden. Me thinks Switzerland is the one we want. We want Servette. I'm hoping for Servette. Corey says PSG will drop down from the group of death to the Europa League. Hope not. I'm hoping Newcastle drop down, to be honest with you, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Will says, I watch the team review from time to time. Big chap on their poll goes completely mental when Newcastle don't perform. Yeah, I'd be a bit frustrated. Roma, Slavia Prague, and Sheriff are the 3 teams so far that have been elected to Group G, sorry. Give us Cyprus, nice winter holiday, true. Yeah, I'd like either Limassol, which is Cyprus, or Servette, which is Switzerland for me, sorry. And Molde are assigned the last group. Terry says, Freiburg is only a 10-hour drive from mine, JC. Many a service station pasty could be consumed on that journey. Get it, books. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. Here we go then. So pot 4 is up next. We're just having a little look at the moment at the current affairs of the groups. To be fair, I think we've done quite well so far. We haven't got any of the major big boys. We could have got Marseille and we haven't. So I think so far we've done all right. There's a couple of decent trips in there as well. What month will the fun be? It's on Wednesday, the 22nd of May, in Dublin. Conveniently 2 days before Mum's birthday. Right, pot 4, as I said, Toulouse, Athens, a Serbian team, Servette, Pathakinos. This could be a nightmare. We could be going to Serbia or Poland or Sweden. But let's see where we're going to go. Of course, as we have been, we're the first one out, so we haven't got to wait. Begging for Servette. Come on, let's go to Switzerland. Let's go to Geneva. Here we go then. So the final team to make up Group A to accompany West Ham, Freiburg, and Olympiacos is the Serbian team, TSC. Oh God, that's not what I wanted. Well, to be fair, it's probably an easier game, but right. Let's see how far Serbia is, shall we? If anybody likes to do any research, TSC of Serbia. If anybody wants to have a little look what they're like, that will be a long drive, Terry. So yeah, that makes up Group A then. Athens are put into Group B. Well, that is interesting. So yeah, I bet that will be a small stadium. Oh, it is a small stadium. Good job getting an away ticket there. That is proper small stadium vibes, that is. So Serbia has cheap beer. Will says, do you think Liverpool will take this cup? I do think, because I think there's still question marks whether they'll get back into the top 4 in the league this year. So this could be their best opportunity to get back in. That's what we wanted. Limassol in Cyprus, they're assigned to which group? Let's find out. Group C. Yeah, put into Group C. So there we go. Their ground. I know. I've just seen their ground is worse than Luton. So yeah, there we go. That concludes for West Ham United the Europa League draw. We will go up against Olympiacos of Greece, Freiburg of Germany, and TSC of Serbia. And that is a 23-hour drive. Yeah, maybe we'll swerve that one then. Hopefully that Serbia game will be the one that we're banned from and none of us are allowed to get in. Yeah, Corey says, Jake, they are just worse than Red Star Belgrade. That's all about them. Oh, dearie me. So yeah, those are the 3 teams that make up Group A alongside West Ham United. Thank you very much indeed for watching the Europa League group stage draw with me right here on West Ham Unofficial. You've seen my instant reaction to the teams that we will come up against over the next few months, and Toulouse conclude Liverpool's group. So Liverpool have got Lask, Union SG, I think it was, and Toulouse. So yeah, it's all good. It could have been a lot worse. There's a couple of decent destinations in there for the fans. So yeah, I think that's all we pretty much asked for. I will rejoin you at 3 o'clock right here on West Ham Unofficial for a transfer deadline day show, where we'll talk about what we're hoping to be some potential incomings to the club in the closing hours of this deadline day window. And then a little bit later on after that, at 6:45, I will join you for the build-up show to Luton versus West Ham United. We'll react to team news, lineups, and give our final predictions for this game, with West Ham having an opportunity to maintain or to go back to top of the league. What an incentive that is. But until 3 o'clock, that's it from me. Come on, you Irons. Thanks, everybody, for watching in the chat. And we'll see you soon right here on West Ham Official. Thank you very much. Freiburg, Olympiacos, and TSC are in Group A with West Ham. See you soon. Bye-bye.